Hey, what's up guys? Philip here bringing you another review. And this time we're going to be reviewing another Keychron keyboard, and this one is the Keychron K4. So if you're not familiar with Keychron, they've been getting a lot of popularity, especially as of late, and they're primarily in the business of making mechanical keyboards. And they do have three primary models of mechanical keyboards. They have like the long one with the number pad, they have like a slim build, and then they have another one that's similar to this but without the number pad. I'll be doing a comparison video between all three of those keyboards in the near future, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that. So without further ado, let's kick things off by checking out what was in the box when you receive the package. So when you receive this package by Keychron, you're going to receive the keyboard, of course, a 5-foot USB-C to USB-A cable. I do like this cable because it has this little angle on the tip, which makes your desk look a little bit cleaner without any cable drag running across your desk. A few extra keys that allow you to convert this keyboard from Windows to Mac and vice versa. We'll cover that a little bit more later in the video. A keycap puller to make the removal of the keys a little bit easier, and a few user guide manuals that'll give you a brief overview on how to use this keyboard. So now that we covered what was included in the box, let's cover the design and build quality of this Keychron K4 keyboard. So the first thing that really stuck out with this keyboard to me is this combination of colors that they used. I really like how the brown and the orange kind of create this like deserty, dusty vibe, which is really cool. And I thought it was pretty nice to get the brown switches with this color combo as well, because brown keys with brown switches, pretty cool combo I would say. So the material of the keyboard is made fully of plastic, and it's definitely a more durable plastic material. It doesn't feel cheap or anything like that, and when I try to bend the keyboard, I literally notice no bending at all. So really durable on the plastic materials that they used in creating this keyboard. And if we do a little shake test here, we're gonna see if there's any wobbles. No wobbles or anything like that. So a little bit about the bulkiness of this keyboard. I would say it's a little bit on the larger and thicker side. The footprint is larger because it does have the number pad included. If you don't want the number pad, you can get the Keychron K2, which is the same thing as this but without a number pad. This thing's length is 371 millimeters, the width is 124 millimeters, and the height is 38 millimeters. So this thing is not like ginormous, but it is a little bit on the big side. And if you're someone who doesn't like to pick your hands up while using a mechanical keyboard because of the height of the keyboard, then you may want to purchase a palm rest with this keyboard. They do sell an additional walnut palm rest with this keyboard that you can pick up for around $25, which I'll link down in the description below. However, I did find that it was fairly comfortable for me while using this keyboard without a palm rest. So if you used a mechanical keyboard in the past, this thing is fairly similar to majority of the mechanical keyboards out there in terms of the height and how high you have to pick up your palms when typing on this keyboard. So if we take a look at the back of the keyboard, we're gonna see a few things here. First, we're gonna see some rubber grips that help hold the keyboard together on your desk while you're typing on it. And this is gonna be nice because we don't like any sliding around or anything like that. And then we're also gonna notice that there are two legs that are adjustable. An interesting thing about these legs is that they are rubberized when they are propped up and when they're propped down. So no matter what position and angle you like to use this keyboard at, you're gonna have no issues with the keyboard sliding around while you're typing on it. And one more thing to note about this keyboard in terms of the design and build quality is that it comes with an aluminum version as well as a fully plastic version. This is the fully plastic version with RGB lights. And a little bit about the RGB lights, you can switch between the patterns by clicking the key at the very top right of the keyboard, which is a little light bulb, and this will allow you to switch between static colors. This will let you switch to breathing or flickering or just a variety of different types of patterns that you can choose with this keyboard. And then same with the colors. You can adjust the colors as well. You can have it glow a solid color like red, blue, green, whatever color you want, or you can have it mixed colors by having like some rainbowy effects. And to change the colors on the keyboards, all you do is hold the function key and then push left or right arrow to toggle between the various different colors. And if you want no colors at all you do is hold the function key and then push the light button up here at the top right of the keyboard. And that will turn off the lights. So with the RGB lights out of the way, let's do a little typing test to see what these things sounds like. And I'm using the brown switches on this specific keyboard. Here's what the spacebar sounds like. Number pad. all the keys sound the same, and they sound pretty good, just like a lot of other keyboards with the brown switches out there. Now let's move on to the functionality and battery life of this keyboard. So starting off with the battery life, this thing will last you with the RGB lights on about 72 hours while using the keyboard. And if you turn the lights off, it should last you about 4 weeks. And if your battery ever does die, you're able to use it in the wired mode, which will charge the battery while you're using it. And if we look on the side of the keyboard over here, there's gonna be a few things here. You're gonna see at first there's gonna be the port where you can plug in the USB-C cable to your computer to charge it, and you can use this thing in wired mode as well if you don't wanna use any of the wireless options. And it does connect via Bluetooth. So the next switch over here we can see is the Windows or Mac mode. So you can use this thing on Windows or Mac. And if you switch it to Windows, the keys are gonna act like a Windows computer. And if you switch it to Mac, it'll kind of shift to work like an Apple keyboard, which is why they included these additional keycaps, which allow you to transform this keyboard to work on any device that you have. And speaking of devices, this keyboard can connect up to 3 different devices. So you can connect your Mac, your Windows, your phone, or any order of devices that you have. You can connect them all to this keyboard and switch between them by clicking the function plus 1, 2, or 3 key. There's a lot of mechanical keyboards out there, but the thing that really stands out with this mechanical keyboard compared to the other ones out there is the build quality feels good. You don't have any of these wobbly keys or just like cheap feeling product. This thing feels premium, and you can also switch between Windows, Mac, and connect 3 devices to it. So that's what this keyboard has going for it. Not a lot of keyboards can do that. And actually, I think the only keyboard that can do that is Logitech. But the problem with Logitech keyboards is you can't switch between Windows and Mac without the keyboard kind of being at a, like, not working properly. And that's a cool thing with this keyboard is you have these caps and you can switch between Windows and Mac. And if this keyboard is a little big for you and you want something smaller or slimmer, I'll leave a review of the Keychron K1 and the K2 down in the description below. And if you're interested in picking up any of these keyboards, I'll leave links down in the description to where you can purchase them. And with all that being said, if you want to see more tech videos like this in the future, make sure you click that subscribe button. And don't forget to like this video and leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching.